What's up, everybody? Welcome to another SpellForce Freecast. In the blue color, we have got the Dwarf player. I don't know who they are. They're in here and gonna be making the Warrior of the Depths on the other side. In the strange side, actually, this is not where people normally spawn. You would normally spawn down here as a second player, but I guess these guys are trying something new. Welcome to Galactic's home base. Playing as the elves, going for the Archdruid this time, and he's got triple woodcutter and hunting cabin. On the other side, of course, we've got the triple stonecutter double hunting cabin. It's pretty standard for the dwarves. What's strange about this is that all the buildings were made at once. You can see there's a lot of stone workers that are not yet ready to go, and this Warrior of the Depths could easily just grab the flag, and that could be upgraded faster, but splitting hairs between these timings, honestly. It's not like there's going to be a cross-map rush, which I think it does happen a lot more in the regular spawn. So it is still interesting to see how this goes. I think, off the top of my head, I would guess you're going to see a lot more sectors captured here. Which I'm not even sure who that's good for in this matchup, because neither of these factions is really about going wide on the map, so that's anyway interesting. Let's go through the skills picked up. So we got Sweeping Strike here for the Warrior of the Depths. We got Inspiring Presence for him as well, and Stalwart Song. I really like that one. Keeps protecting these boys with a 100 health shield. And then we've got Relentless Rage picked up as well, so each attack gets stronger, as well as Precision. Focus gain on attacking, as well as maximum focus increase of 10. That's all the focus that hero is gonna get. Anyways, we've got Galactic over here going to bully the stone. It's a really good spot to bully, seeing as this is where 9 of the enemy workers are. Wanted to check Galactic skills real quick. We've got Obliterate and Psychokinetic Blast for him. That's pretty standard stuff. Offers you some area damage and single target damage. And then we've got Ellen's Fire, which is the fire that you've seen just now. We got Nature's Gift. He wants to do some self-healing. Problem here is Galactic is kind of being shot down by the Town Hall. So yeah, that's a lot of damage coming through. Potions were bought from the shop of our Dwarf player, who's by the way called Make Guardians Great Again. But yeah, the last patch nerfed him a little bit, so that's that. That's where that's coming from. Archdruid getting the worst end of this situation. Funnily enough, the warrior didn't actually attack him, so another potion will have to be chugged here. And I guess it's time to get out of here. Archdruid is not getting anything done. Could put down a fire real quick, just to make the workers go back into hiding. Yeah, the stonecutter is home for now, that's for sure. Anyways, on the other side, we've got a single woodcutter out of our elves, as well as a hunting cabin coming up. Then there will be more worker slots available. Curious if he's going to upgrade these. That would indicate a quick tier 2 timing. Hey, we're still around with the Archdruid. What's going on here? Looks like the Warrior of the Depths has unlocked the Battle Frenzy, which is a little teleport. On contact with enemies, it will enfeeble them, reducing their attacks, as well as give them a slow, the impair as the game calls it. And we've also got a recuperate picked up. That's a self-heal for the Warrior of the Depths. So yeah, going real wide on the skills here. No head splitter, because I guess the single target damage is already provided by Relentless Rage. And I've been so caught up in this game, I forgot to apologize for the lack of uploads recently. So let's do that real quick. While these guys are expanding, I'm sorry. It's been... I've been having a tough time, honestly, finding the time and energy to do it. There's just a lot going on with MetaPlays, my RTS esports project. You guys can check it out. We've got 4 games supported for tournaments right now. It's Age of Empires 4, Age of Mythology, Halo Wars 2, and SpellForce 3. When this is coming out, actually, a SpellForce 3 tournament is being uploaded on the channel, so you can check it out. All the links are in the description, of course. And yeah, that's just 4 games to support, man. That's taking up a lot of time, so that's what this really is about. We've got recently a new editor though, so he's taking care of most of the editing needs. It's Rhonda, and you'll be finding him also in the description. So he's been very helpful. We've got AoE forecasters coming in as well, which means that I have to do a little bit less. No AoE 4 tournaments for me, which is fantastic. Maybe I can put some more work into my own channel now. Hopefully I have the energy. I'll try anyway, guys. I'm sorry, I definitely cannot do 3 uploads a week anymore, but I'll try something. And there's the whole situation with Age of Mythology Retold having been announced, so I'm very cautiously optimistic about that. I want to say I'm excited, but been burned many times, so... Anyway, some speculatory and future requesty videos on that coming soon. While I still want to work on the SpellForce free hero guides as well. Anyways, let's talk about this game. Axe wielders doing their thing to the Archdruid. It's taking quite a bit of damage. Eventually we'll have to chug a potion. Definitely worth it to pick off these axe wielders. Remember, whatever health you see versus whatever damage there is here. I mean, these guys have negative magic resist, so basically if you see 100 health or less, or rather just less than 100, then its auto attack can finish the axe wielders off. It's definitely worth to stick around and do that kind of damage. That's a good pick off. Need more of that. It's never great when the dwarves upgrade stuff in your face, and I think we meanwhile missed this Shrine of Growth getting upgraded. There's a stone cutter. That's the stone is going to be needed for the tier 2 upgrade, so that's exactly what the elves are going to do. This one could probably use upgrading, but actually the lower sanctum is already going into a big sanctum. I don't think that's enough to really take the frontier post down, but the Pathfinder currently healing, or getting the heal from this Nature's Gift and tanking the shots. Very nice. Curious if these boys will come back. It looks like it. I honestly think the dwarves could have probably moved on to capture the next sector, which is a Godstone sector. There's a shop there. I would have been happy to see that happen, actually. Well, you know what's happening when a lot of charcoal is getting gathered. We can expect the sentries. Yeah, there's 2 char burners now, as far as I can tell. Well, we can easily check that, though. It's gonna be free in a moment, wow. Anyways. So Guardians on their own should be really good against the Axe Wielders in terms of raw DPS. Although the Axe Wielders do have this strike resist, which the Guardians do not, so that's a big difference maker to start off with. But these guys have 0.67 DPS. Sorry, attacks per second. So, no, that matters. Now, I'm afraid that Galactic has been out-creeped a little bit here. So, Warrior of the Depths currently has a pretty big experience lead, about to reach level 5 as well. Just needs a few more worker kills. There it is. And yeah, taking down this Woodcutter at least, or maybe even the Shrine of Growth. That would be a pretty huge step. Galactic isn't even level 4 yet, working on these caddies over here. We'll have to teleport back to defend the Shrine of Growth for sure. But it doesn't reach level 4. And 2 more points available. Probably going to be going into Brute Force to empower those abilities a little bit. Warrior of the Depths has picked up Combat Focus. So he's doing a little bit of splash damage, he's doing more damage, he's doing faster attacks, he's moving faster, so very good stuff to chase down enemies with. And these Guardians are not really safe. A few sweeping strikes should be going down in the middle, while Stalwart Song keeps bringing back this little shield even in the middle of combat. So that's a big problem for these elves. They're being microed very nicely though, back into ranged mode, but Warrior of the Depths don't care. Oh, are the dwarves actually gonna get this down? Looks like not quite. Some of the units die, but anyway, what's the other skill that's been picked up? It looks like it's Death Blow from level 5 here. That's not really a level 5 skill. It gives you back some HP when you kill an enemy. That's specifically for the Warrior of the Depths, so I'm not sure that's very high value. I personally like to get Inspiring Presence too, because it reduces the cooldown of this thing by 10 seconds, so you can spam your skills a little better. And for Galactic, he's tried to make something happen here, but... Ooh, getting kind of caught there. With all the Guardians being already a little low. Warrior of the Depths once again cleaving. Hitting 3 enemies at the same time, but his base attacks are just not that high because he doesn't have the upgraded weapon yet. Ooh! Okay, that hurt. But he has Recuperate, he has Potions. So Warrior of the Depths is a pretty tanky Chad, and he should be doing just fine. Tier 2 has been reached a while ago, and we've got a handful of groves. Let's check how many. 3 groves for Galactic. There's the other one. And down here, the iron gathering has begun as well. That's a lot of wood going into that as an investment for now, but I think the biggest problem for Galactic is he's kind of boxed in. Like, all these frontier locations are basically getting upgraded for our dwarves, and that's becoming a huge issue, I would say. If Galactic keeps getting boxed in like this, man, he needs to take over some territory. The doors go too big, they basically never end. Not that they have infinite economy or whatever, but there's plenty on this map. Revenant's taken down, allows Galactic to finally reach level 5 himself. Not because he creeped a lot, but because he actually killed a lot of enemies, so that's been helpful. Meme Beam coming in on the Warrior of the Depths. He's getting so low, but just about manages to escape. Very nicely done there by our blue dwarf player. And of course we've got Ellen's Wrath as well. So that combos very nicely here with Ellen's Fire and Tria's Grasp. The Warrior of the Depths has come back. Crushed Spirits able to do 48% armor reduction on him. That's gonna be Galactic's main weapon from here on out. It's got 10 Guardians and 7 Wardens. If he could somehow get into a good fight there, that's really all he needs. And we've only got, I think, 2 points of brute force here for Galactic. Neither player has shopped yet, which is real strange. Oh, never mind. The dwarf player has shopped. And we've got the level 3 armor as well as the level 3 weapon. You always want to put that in the left slot, as the right slot is the offhand weapon that goes for anything in campaign as well. So you just gain a lot more from this weapon. 110 versus 24 damage. If you put this here, I think it's like 30 something damage. It's not great. It's a lot of sentries though for our dwarves. We've got 4 stone halls producing, no upgrade building. But we are in tier 2. That's right, that's tier 2. Ooh, that's a really nice Ellen's Wrath, and the Ellen's Fire is still going. Yeah, that was very, very, very nice. This thing does 21 magic damage per second while you're standing in it. Now, if Galactic can keep engaging this army like that, he can definitely kill all of it. Full players trying to build a lot, but actually our dwarf player is floating significantly. I would like to see some more production from them. But at the moment they're just adding more and more economy. I'm not sure that's super important right now. You could be pumping out all the sentries in the world. And a little bit of Auxiliary to tank. Yeah, dwarves are really good at gathering food, so that's a large part of what's going on here. Alright, Galactic setting up for the outpost knife. This is a fortified outpost, so it's not gonna be easy. But, army to interrupt here in front. Ooh, very nice Ellen's Wrath. Everyone's lined up, obliterate in the middle. Ooh, that did a lot of damage, but unfortunately it's nowhere near enough. Galactic's army is too small, and his hero dies. Warrior of the Depths gets real angry and starting to chase this army away now. Yeah, problem is, this all was here. If Galactic had only teleported through to the Godstone, linked up with the army, captured this Godstone as well maybe. Yeah, those would have been the place, I think, but this little group is kind of sad right now, so just not that many units. Now, the protectors are going to be a problem though. Like, 45% armor against axe wielders. Yeah, that's not gonna go too great. There's some Earthshapers to deal some magic damage though, and they don't have any magic resist here. Wardens, however, do. So in a direct confrontation, those can win. I also really like the addition of Ballista. Is Galactic getting this hero back or what? I guess it takes some time at level 5. And looks like the Protectors have been upgraded. So they now deal some area damage. Level 6, by the way, for this Warrior of the Depths. Wonder what he picked up. Oh, actually 1 point is still available. What's going on with that? Sweeping Strike level 2 has been picked up ages ago. Seriously, no Star Wars Song level 2? Because it applies regenerating as well to all units with the shield, so that's super useful. These Ballista, are they are hitting. That's good. So what's next from here? I would say tier 3 is going to be pretty interesting to get. Main here has switched to double Charburner. And the Elves have once again sieging. This outpost is going to be destroyed, but their own Shrine of Growth is actually in a little bit of trouble. So will Galactic be able to save that? He's going to have to go back to it. Meanwhile, the Ballista can just work on these buildings. That will provide the Elves with a lot of stone, which Galactic is currently lacking. Why is he spending so much stone? Oh, hello there. We're going tier 3. I guess, like, Jungle Crossroads is actually a really good map for that, but we'll talk about that in a second. This Warrior of the Depths now has immune to afflictions. That counters that meme beam that weakens him so much. The Laser of Nerf has a counter. He gets that from Recuperate level 2, by the way. So it just clears all the active negative effects. Very useful. Alright, Galactic is now taking over this base. That's been very important. Losing this is a problem too, for sure. And it might be imperative to actually stay here and fight that army. He really doesn't want to teleport back there. But does this even finish? Yeah, it does. Shrine of Growth is up and now pretty much fully surrounded. Is Galactic going to be able to get back to it? The Godstone is ready to go, but it's already destroyed. He's having to teleport onto that half-finished form. Trying to catch as many enemies as possible on their way out. The Guardians and, the Protectors and the Wardens both have slowing effects on their attacks. So that's a thing, but the Dwarves are going tier 3 and they have a little bit of iron built up, so I guess Berserkers are in order. Never mind, we've got Fire Golems as well. From 2 Granite Halls they're being spammed right now. I don't think they are upgraded yet, and in fact there's no forge still, or workshop. Huh. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about the Lenya situation. So now that Galactic is in tier 3, he can set up Lenya, and there's a lot. There's 350 here, there's 450 here, then there's more if he can claim these bottom sectors, and with that he can get Winter Mages going. So that should be absolutely fantastic. He's more interested right now in going after this bottom base though. But yeah, once again, losing control off the top. It looks like the Dwarves, ever since they have broken through here, haven't really lost anything. And that's a problem, because more and more of these Dwarven sectors are getting upgraded. And the Elves just, are they going to have to attempt a capital snap with what they've got? But even if they did, I don't think they have enough. Workshop is only now completing for the Dwarves, so that's going to add in the possibility of Earthshaper shields, boosting up the resistances of people around. Sentry deployment would be possible. Fire Golems could be deployable as well. And I think that immune to afflictions once again comes in, and the meme beam was actually targeting an axe wielder. That's a yikes for Galactic here. He also does not have the wood to repair his buildings, which means that base is absolutely getting wrecked. He's stuck at 160 population right now, which he just upgraded actually. Protectors are doing some work, but there's not that many of them anymore. This is starting to be a really big army. Berserkers are coming in as well. Nice Allen's Raft though in the middle of all that. Let's see if Galactic has enough to win this fight. I am not sure he can really trade good here, especially with how many resources the dwarves have behind this. Look at those guardians just melting in numbers. Protectors are still holding strong, but there's this bottom flank of the army that's absolutely wrecking the elves. And you know, when the Warrior of the Depths goes forward to teleport in like that, well, the rest of the army can pursue as well. I think Galactic is pretty much screwed right now, almost being doubled in population. And yeah, the upgrades of the bases have been continuing here. More and more fire golems getting added. If they get there... Oh, hello. Goodbye. Yeah, Galactic gives up. He's too boxed in on this map. He can't go anywhere without the dwarves catching him. Not enough resources to really make anything happen. So I really hope you guys enjoy this. Congrats to our dwarf player over here who wants to make the Guardians great again. Let's see what that means. Maybe we can find out. Galactic did a lot more damage with the hero. But yeah, everyone, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell as well. That's the one that helps out a lot. I actually don't get a whole lot of clicks through notifications, so maybe that is something we can work on as a community. But I will see you anyway in the next one. Peace.